have a look at your relationship cards after that. As you will see, the little picture for your video had a lion on it. Those are drawings that I'm doing at the moment in pastel pencils. I used to dabble in oils, but I've moved on to pastel pencils. Anyway, I thought I'd share them with you. It makes for a different picture to start the video off with. I'm having great fun doing them as well. Right, so let's see what's in store for the... I was almost going to say Leo. Scorpio for the month of December. There's a connection there. Well, my mom's a Scorpio, my dad's a Leo, so there's definitely a connection there. Okay, so Scorpio, what's in store for you guys for the month of December 2021? Let's have a look. Okay, that's coming up for everybody at the moment. Okay, that's interesting because that's coming up. All right. Right. But, and then let's see. Okay, so quite a clear message coming through here. Let's work our way through it. So first of all, you start off with the Ace of Spring. It's time to take action. This is coming up for everybody at the moment. There's a big push at the moment to take action on somebody came through, that you've been wanting to do for quite a while now. There's some kind of fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. So there's a big opportunity in the month of December for many star signs, and many of the private readings have been showing that as well, to push ahead with something that is close to your heart. Pursue it fearlessly and pursue it happily. So if you pursue it with angst and worry, it's not going to pan out the way you wanted it to. But if you pursue it happily and fearlessly, this is perfect energy, perfect time for you to go after it. So there's a big push. So there's incentive and potential in the month of December to pursue something that is very close to your heart and pursue it fearlessly and happily. Fearlessly, happily. Those are the two important words. The Unity card comes up next, and that is doing something for the right reason, and it's the right thing. Sometimes we do things for the right reason, but it's not the right thing for us. Other times we do the right thing, but it's not for the right reasons. You'll know what I mean when I say that. I'm sure one has done many things like that in one's life, but at the moment there is the potential and the possibility and the energies once again for you to pursue something for the right reason, and it's right for you. Not because someone else said you should, not because you feel you ought to, because you really want to, and it's the right thing for you. Okay? It's part of your soul growth, which is more important than anything else. You get the Sun then. And it's interesting, those two cards are coming up next to each other in quite a lot of readings as well. So there is this, all three in fact. So there is this push and there's this incentive to follow through with something that is close to your heart to do it. Okay? And if you follow it fearlessly and happily, and you follow it for the right reasons, and it's the right thing for you, then this is what you get, the Sun card. And that's about plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, and gratitude for the blessings in life, so that it'll bring for you. Your plans will work out perfectly. You'll have blessings bestowed on you because you are doing this, and amazing ideas will just spring into your mind all the time as well. So just keep in mind, though, it's something that is close to your heart, that you do for the right reason, and it's right for you. And because of that, it opens up this pathway for you. Now, the fall of autumn is a reminder. She looks in the mirror, this woman, and she's opulently wealthy. And she looks in the mirror and she sees a pauper. This is a reminder not to look on, I haven't got this, I don't have that, I'm not in control of this doesn't work for me, that's wrong for me. And if you focus on that, you fail to realize what all you do have. So one's got to shift your focus to what you do have and work with what you do have. If you're constantly focusing on what you don't have, and that's where you're putting your energy in and trying to work with it, well, then that's the picture you're going to have in the mirror all the time. You're going to feel like a pauper. You're going to feel poor. So you look at what you do have. What do you have? What do you have plenty have? What should you be thankful for? You work with that because you have got a lot of something, definitely. The Ace of Winter says, don't be deterred by challenges along the way, right? The Ace of Winter is the Ace of Swords. For me, that's always absolute clarity. That's looking at a situation and not crowding your thoughts, not over-analyzing and not overthinking. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately and amazing new ideas that should be implemented. The sun has already shown up that you're going to have amazing ideas. Implement them. I'm looking for the words now. What did they say? Communicate them clearly and accurately. I think I wasn't allowed to use other words. I was only allowed to use those words. So that's all about saying specifically what you need to do. And that communication is also with yourself. We can have a lot of wada going on in our heads. In the end, we completely cloud what. There's a project that I've been wanting to do, and should I do this? And I'm not talking about myself. And should I do that? And this. In the end, I thought, oh my word. Clearly decide what you want, decide what would be the most direct route there, and follow that. Okay, that's about not cluttering our thoughts and our feelings and our plan implementation. That's about clarity and keeping it simple, keeping it straight and simple, right? The life experience card. So there's a bit of a tower moment coming in. There's a tower moment coming in for a lot of star signs and for in private readings as well. A lot of very similar themes coming through here. But the Tower card in this particular deck speaks about letting go of old belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, and a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So in this particular deck, there is a catapult moment, I'm hearing. Catapult moment, right? That will shoot you out of an old belief system, that will shoot you out of the past that you're perhaps clinging to. And it'll give an event that then brings a lot of opportunities into your life. So you've probably, I think there is a eclipse in late November that's probably going to be the catapult seat for whatever this is. And it is dissolving, I hear destroying, an old belief system from an old life story that you tell yourself, okay, that needs to be let go of, that needs to be released so that the new opportunities can move into your life. The Prince of Spring says immediate challenge, immediate action on a challenge that you can successfully manage. So when this comes in, it is going to be a challenge. But it is not a challenge that you cannot cope with. You can easily cope with it. And it brings with it a myriad of opportunities to change things in your life. Okay, so see it as that when it does come into your life. Don't go, oh, throw your hands in the air and this is a disaster now. See it for what it actually is. It is bringing in a massive opportunity for you, for many doors to open, in fact. And with it, it is doing away with, I hear destroy, which is quite a strong word, an old life pattern, an old life dynamic is being gotten rid of. Because then you get the Six of Summer, and that's always a nostalgia card and about your childhood. So it's telling me something within childhood, and maybe you look back and you wish life was once like it was rosy, or maybe you look back and think life wasn't so rosy. Whatever the case may be, there's memory that is sitting in your psyche, and it's about to be obliterated in some way or another. A situation unfolds that pulls that rug out, and you finally get to move on from it, which is always good news. The answer is within. So you've probably been looking for answers outwardly all the time. You've been going out and searching for answers. The answer is within. And if one stops searching for long enough and you sit quietly and you just be, and you actually put the question out there, so what is it that I really need to know? And you patiently wait for that answer. And it doesn't mean you sit there necessarily and wait for that answer, but you just wait for that answer. It will come to you. There's the message. Because release is your final card, which is a brilliant final card. Let go of the past. So that is perhaps the answer that you're looking for. And you will say to me, what's that got to do with my question? A whole lot. An ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. So there is a past or a situation in the past or the entire past that is sticking in your story, and it's time to let it go. It belongs in the past. It was part of your evolution. It was part of your growth. It was part of the story you chose for your evolution. There was no sinister plot. There was no plan to teach you a lesson like that. It was simply the path you chose because it was part of your growth. They were challenges that you put in your path because you knew you would grow through them and with them. However, if we hang on to them with an idea of what it did to us and how it did it to us and how it turned us into the people we are, then we can't let go of it. And it's letting go. Literally open your hands and let go. I will often use that. Open your hands, let go, and still the mind. Every time it comes up, do the same thing. Every time you find yourself telling the same story, do the same thing. It's those little things that seem so almost silly that actually have an amazing power. And letting go for you guys is going to be the thing that opens unbelievable doors for you in the month of December. And what is it letting go of? Old belief patterns, especially those that arose from your past, quite likely your childhood, because the Six of Cups or Six of Summer in this particular deck showed up there. You may not even know what they are, but Scorpios have got good memories for things like that, so you probably do know what they are. Right. Let's move on to relationship reading. Like I say, once you do that, there's a massive, massive shift happening for you. And with that shift comes a myriad of new opportunities and potential for you. Something has probably occurred in your life recently that has made you move on from what was. And it probably did so in a way that wasn't comfortable for you. And it's not the way you would have if you were consciously now sat down and someone said you've got choice A, B, and C. You wouldn't have chosen C, and C is what you got. But it is opening a door for you. If you can let go of the past, it is opening a door for you. So let's wait and see what that's about. But it's a good reading, and there's massive potential here, especially to go after something which is close to your heart. If you've always wanted to write a book, this is the time to do that, I'm hearing for somebody. Okay, and there's a way to do that too. You just need to open your mind to whatever that's going to be. Right, let's move on to relationship reading. Let's see, Scorpio, what's up for you guys? Keep it lighthearted. I think that's your whole message. Keep it lighthearted. Okay. Ooh, all right. If you keep it lighthearted. Okay. Gosh, you're getting that card. Okay. Cool. Right, so you start off with the playfulness card, which is all about keeping it lighthearted. If you want a new relationship, if you want an existing relationship to better itself, keep it lighthearted. Make it playful. Joke around with your partner. Flirt with your partner. Have a bit of fun. Focus on the things that do work. Focus on the fun things. Go and do fun things, okay? Light-hearted fun things, not heavy planning things, because that's not a good idea. Okay, because divine timing is at work in your relationship life. This card, whenever it comes up, I will say there's a mark on the calendar of your life to a specifically pivotal moment, and this is in your relationship life. So there's either somebody coming in or an existing partner plays a pivotal role in your life in the month of December. Stay optimistic. In other words, do not focus on what is not working. That came up in your general tarot reading as well. It's about focusing on what does work, what is good, what is brilliant, what you should be truly thankful for in your relationship or relationships in general or life in general even, because you are worthy. The state of your relationships, the state of your partner is not an indicator of your worthiness. When you realize your worthiness comes from how you feel about yourself, regardless of outward circumstances or what you're capable of or what you've achieved, but how you feel about yourself is your self-worth. And at that one, simple. Your spirit. You should be feeling great about yourself. Right, so flirt comes up as well. So keep lighthearted, and I said flirt. Flirt is going to go a long way for you in the month of December. Flirt can be just lighthearted as well. You get the codependency card and you get the trust card. So, hi, it's nice to see you too. You're in Australia. Okay. You guys are like 8 hours behind us, hey? I think so. So you get up, we go to sleep, and when we go to sleep, you get up kind of thing. My family used to live in Australia, but they're back in South Africa again. They loved it. Okay, so, or part of my family, my uncle and aunt and their one son. That Australia is, I think, very close to South Africa's culture. I think we have very similar weather, and we have wild animals and big spiders and things like that. We share those. Okay, so if you maintain your self-worth in the month of December by saying to yourself, you are worthy regardless, then that codependency button isn't pushed, okay? Because the codependency button is all about not feeling worthy. So when people do and say things that push the codependency button and you really want them to fulfill a specific role in your life so that you can feel worthy, they ain't going to be doing it, okay? If you cannot have that button pushed by telling yourself you are worthy regardless, and you trust the way things are unfolding, you can actually either have an entirely new and really wonderful relationship coming into your life, the kind that you've been waiting for, because divine timing is at work here. Remember that. Or in an existing relationship, it can elevate itself to where you feel or rekindle that connection with your partner again. Because like I say, divine timing is at work. But remember, be playful, stay optimistic, flirt a little. Don't let those codependency buttons get pushed, because no matter what, you are deserving. And you don't need your partner in life to validate that or make you feel that. If they're playing up, or they're misbehaving, or they're not doing what you want them to do, it's their own life story that's playing out, okay? So don't let it push the codependency button, because there really is a big opportunity in the month of December. 1616, look that up, guys, for, I don't know all the numbers. There are so many variations. I can do the basic ones. 1616, look it up. For something amazing to happen in the relationship realm. When these two cards come up together, there is definitely a pivotal point. So either someone really magic can come into your life, really amazing, or you can elevate an existing relationship to that. Providing you keep it light, you keep it happy, you stay optimistic, and you trust. Have faith. It's going somewhere. When this card comes up, there's a destination in point. Have faith. It's going there. And if that's your final card, have double the amount of faith. Right, Scorpios, thank you for chatting to me. That's so nice, all the way there from Australia. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Thank you for watching, listening, liking, subscribing. I genuinely appreciate it. If you'd like a personal private reading from me, and I do an amazing soulmate reading as well, you can contact me via my website. I will leave that link in the description box below. Sending you love and hugs for December. We'll speak again soon. Oh yes, and those of you that celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. We'll chat soon.